Alright guys, the K-Swap Del Sol. What we've been doing into it so far, and the parts that have been going into this. And why is it taking so long? So, I recently bought 1000cc alpha injectors for this car. We popped those things in last night, and we put my K-Tune rail on. We hooked that all up. The regulator's hooked up. The fuel lines, I mean, the whole fuel system's basically ready to go. Another thing that we have on the car is a 72mm throttle body. I broke the factory upper coolant passage over here, so I ordered a PQY upper coolant passage, and we have that thing slapped on. The heater core is hooked up, ready to go. Now, one thing that I didn't do yet is radiator. And as far as radiator goes, I'm probably gonna have to wait a little bit to do that because I'm not gonna be fabricating right away, and I know that it's gonna take some fabrication to get my radiator to work with this setup. Because I'm gonna get rid of the factory brackets and have new brackets made. So yeah. Now this motor does have a Type S pump in it. What we're trying to do right now is we're trying to get this car wired so that we can start it up for the first time, because we'd like to see if the motor's good. There's a chance that is bad. I mean, what can we do? That's the risk we take, is when we modify our engines. You know how it is, guys. So fingers crossed. I mean, really, it's gonna be enjoyable once it's done, though. That's why we do this kind of stuff. But the engine is wired, I believe, for the most part. I mean, you got miscellaneous plugs here and there that don't line up and stuff like that, but for the most part it's good. I mean, I have the charge harness, the engine harness all hooked up. So basically right now I need a Honda K-Pro before I can go any further, and that will allow me to start up the car. I also need to hook up my fuel pump yet, I believe. It's little things like that. Things like that are going to take some time. But yeah, I had to cut the hood here, as you can see. It did not want to clear my RBC manifold, so I had to get the good old grinder out and grind away at it. What we're going to need next too is some axles, because if I had axles in this thing, axles in a half shaft, I could lower it onto the ground and work with it like that. But I don't have axles yet, so we're going to have to get some of those and go from there. But yeah, the shifter box inside the car, I mean, it's all hooked up. I went through all the gears, it seems to work fine. So the motor mounts, I mean, everything's tight. It's a process, guys, but we'll get it done. Just gotta look ahead. And yeah, like I said, I want to start it up naturally aspirated just to make sure there's nothing wrong with the motor. Then that way I don't have to pull all my turbo stuff off and swap another block in case this one happens to be bad. But yes, we are going turbo. That is the plan. So hopefully that works out like I had planned. But I just wanted to give a rundown on what's done to the car, to the engine. I mean it's a K-Swap, another K-Swap Del Sol, but I enjoy this kind of stuff, and I hope to keep doing this type of stuff. And this summer we should have plenty of videos coming out and ripping around in this thing, so I'm looking very forward to that. So right now we're just trying to get everything to the point where we can start it on naturally aspirated setup and go from there. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you all the next one.